not about the amount of followers anymore to make 300,000 GMV in a month. It's
Yep.
about
Mhm.
TikTok wants you to promote in these three categories. Finding what TikTok sets your niche at, and basically they're going to push your content to those people.
TikTok's way of saying, do this, we'll promote you more.
If I get a sample in and I don't like it, I am honest. I won't sell something just to sell it. I reached out to 2 brands and they said, we don't give samples. If you give me a sample, I guarantee I will make sales, 10 sales in a week. I say, you ready to send me every colorway of that one shirt? Yep, and I get them.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to TikTok Shop Affiliate Academy, a podcast that uncovers a story and strategy from the top 1% of TikTok Shop affiliates. Don't forget to join our free community at affiliateacademyhq.com. We have a very, very special guest today. He is a dedicated fitness and basketball trainer with over 15 years of experience, a husband, a dad of 2, and a Chihuahua-loving family man. Now he's taking that same energy on the TikTok shop, generating over $700,000 through shoppable videos. Derek, welcome to the show, man. Welcome.
What's happening? Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah. All right. So let's get right into it. We always like to start off with a little bit of, background on Derek. What were you doing before TikTok and TikTok shop?
Yeah, it's a full-time trainer at the gym here about 15 years as a fitness trainer and basketball trainer. So passion's always been sports fitness growing up, and it just got lucky to where I was able to get some nice and great people to help me along my journey to let me expand my fitness career full-time to where, pretty much working 7 days a week, anywhere 50 to 60 sessions, of clients that were either weight loss, weight gain, basketball clients, even like speed agility clients through all kinds of different sports. Yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine that kind of one-on-one high level of communication helped you a ton with TikTok shop videos, right? You know how to speak with all types of individuals from all different walks of life and kind of know how to kind of get out of them what they need to get out, right? I imagine, or am I assuming here?
No, it definitely goes hand in hand. Now, the people that know me locally know I'm like crazy competitive. So
Yeah.
when you're a client of mine, that's like a weight loss client, like you're 27 contact. You wake up, you gotta send me your weight. You gotta send me a picture of every food you take, everything you drink, the last meal you had. You got to check in daily. If you miss a weigh in, I'm texting you and say, look, what's up?
Okay.
You want to do this or not? So I'm very in depth and just communicating all the time. Then with my athletes, it's a different kind of communication. It's building them up, and I've got all kinds of different levels of communication, which makes it easy to go in a video and really just be comfortable just talking in front of the camera, really.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So just being able to kind of adapt your communication to what your client or your the people you're teaching they need. So cool. How did you stumble upon TikTok? I mean, was it always TikTok shop, or did you have a TikTok prior? What was your kind of soiree intro into TikTok?
Well, I would say a TikTok junkie, but I like TikTok in general. It's just like the content, the reels, or not like reels, but just the stories.
Yep.
So early last year, March, I just seen people I seen like shop videos. I'm like, what is this? It's like, so I bought a couple of things, not really thinking anything of it. Then I seen other creators when they're starting to talk about the money that you can make on TikTok shop. I'm like, well, okay. So after doing research, I'm like, this could be something I can do as just a side hustle. I'm on TikTok anyway, so if I can. So I realized you had to have 5,000 followers. So I just started trying growing my own account and then getting into the program. And that was my main goal. Then if I can make a little bit extra cash, whether for an extra Christmas, a couple gifts, or an extra vacation paid for, it was good. Then it just expanded to like, not that I think it would get here. I knew it was possible to think that I could have done it.
Yeah.
It's definitely crazy right now.
Yeah, like your wildest dreams, and then like 10 times past that, right? You never could imagine something like this. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's sort of like Bitcoin. If you was in early, you was in early. Here at TikTok, if you're sort of in here early, you can sort of reap the benefits if you get good at it, get comfortable with it, and just stick with it. You're consistent. Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like to me in the very beginning, you were just a TikTok user. You were kind of consuming content just for entertainment purposes. You started seeing some video. Actually, you started seeing some shop videos and you bought some. You're like, oh, cool. I like this product. I'm gonna buy it. And so you saw the mechanism behind of shoppable video. buying something, kind of easy transaction. And then you're like, then you saw people making money on it, and you're like, wait a minute, I could do that, or I can do what they're doing, kind of in my lens. And you gave it a shot. Did you, or like, I guess now that you saw the TikTok shop videos and you knew you wanted to make it, did you have 5,000 followers? How did you get through that first hump of getting that followers to become an affiliate?
Yeah, because I was pretty much a consumer, not someone
Yep.
to put stuff on camera. So at the time, I had like 300 followers.
Yeah.
And then I just started trying to grow it organically. I would just go live in my yard, like playing. I think last year we had a frisbee game. We go live.
Okay.
Just trying to get people to jump on board with games. And I started doing basketball content. Well, once I got to like 1,002 followers,
Yeah.
introduced their pilot program for 1,000 followers.
Yep.
So actually, the week I got in the week I hit 1,000 followers, the week TikTok Shop allowed people 1,000 followers to apply.
Great.
And I think it was just got lucky that just the timing just works out. I mean,
yeah. Because like a week later or a week sooner, I mean, a week sooner you would have gotten in, but like a week later they lifted that, or they changed it to like 2,000 or 5,000. So like right timing, kind of basketball content, kind of general live content, got in at that 1,000 mark, and it's off to the races after that. Love it. I love it. Cool. As you said, you weren't a TikTok creator. And then you stumbled upon TikTok Shop. You knew you wanted to do it. I imagine those videos weren't necessarily the best. Those first TikTok Shop videos weren't necessarily like, you look back, I imagine it was maybe a little cringe, but talk me through those first TikTok Shop videos. Like, how did they perform for you? How did they do?
Yeah. So I think the first one I did was button up flannel. They're pretty much. I already had 3 of them from basketball season because my son's game. I already had them. So just a matter of just knowing exactly what I needed to put in front of the camera in detail to get someone to know what it was, how to buy it and everything like that.
Yeah.
So getting a feel of all that was just sort of like, and then finding products that you're genuinely passionate about.
Right.
Because when I first started TikTok, what I wanted, as affiliate, the thing was the big money. You hit one video, it goes viral, you can make this much money. So when I'm going through all the sample requests, I'm trying to hit something that's like viral.
Okay.
So let's say like
swing for the fences,
like a kid's toy or this, that, and the other. We're like, it's not my wheelhouse. But I'm trying to hit. I was constantly trying to hit viral stuff, which ain't comfortable. I was just trying to do what I was seeing on the content.
You're chasing the money, right? Not really what vibrates within yourself, right?
How I started and what I do now is 180 different. I mean, just, but like you said, I mean, I wouldn't say I wasn't comfortable on camera, but just getting used to it. Because I've done some stuff for old work companies where, I do all the filming, the video stuff on it, but it's all scripted pretty easy. It's scripted for you. Here, you got to create your own script.
Yeah.
You can go on there and be able to just talk fluently. Now, I have a certain style, which we'll probably get into.
Yep.
It lets me just flow easier. But in the beginning, it's a little cringe for some to see me on there. But for me, like, I feel comfortable. But I have another story of another client telling me she can't watch my videos. She's a basketball client of mine. She goes, I see your video, I got to swipe. They look so cringy. then I tell her, like, look, this is what I made last month. She goes, okay, it's not cringy no more.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, okay. So when you started making TikTok Shop videos, you said you felt comfortable. Maybe it wasn't the right product mix. I guess what brought you to that first success? When did you see that first success? Was it immediately? Was it down the line? Was there a certain light bulb that went off? Was it something that you did that you saw that first success, and how did that go? How was it?
I think last September is when I got in, and I was just shooting anything I had in my house. I've already bought a TikTok Shop.
Okay.
So like I had my tent, my light by my desk, still my favorite lamp, by the way. I accidentally overcooked some eggs in an egg pan video.
Yeah.
And I said, man, over easy, these are perfect. Well, they wasn't perfect at all. But I was trying to film. I'm trying to flip these eggs.
Yeah.
And the eggs turned out terrible. But I said, these are perfect over easy. It created the most viral people saying, like, these aren't over easy. These are terrible. Yeah. So by me accidentally messing up a video, that sort of went viral. But as far as like finding my niche, like I started studying the back end and studying how TikTok was starting to evolve with their algorithms.
Yep.
Led me to where I am now, where it's like 99% fashion. And I'd say probably from September till February finding my way, and then midway through February, going into March, I found my wheelhouse is just 99% men's fashion.
Love it. Okay, you say a very, very important thing there that I want to dive into, but you looked in TikTok's back end and you started to look at the algorithm and see where the data lands you maybe. But like how did you stumble across that? I know you said it resulted into you doing fashion. Is it you saw your fashion videos trending upwards or better numbers with your fashion? But like talk me through that. Like what did you look for in the TikTok's back end to
Yeah, so what I didn't realize was like TikTok will set you your niches for you.
yeah.
You
Okay.
want to be right. So I seen just a random TikTok video on TikTok. The lady goes, "Go to your back office. This is how you get there." And
Mm-hmm.
TikTok wants you to promote in these three categories. It was
Mm,
fashion, home goods, and I can't remember the last one. Like, man,
interesting.
so fashion is what they want me to focus on more. So I started just pushing fashion stuff content, which is 100% my comfortable wheelhouse.
Interesting.
And I think over time, affiliates that were doing so well in the beginning, they still haven't switched to a niche yet. Like I have, like I'm just straight niche driven.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so easy for me to just go in there and just create content comfortably and generate, when people see a video, I feel like it's so organic. It just seems
Yeah.
so natural. But yeah, the biggest thing was just going to that back office, finding what TikTok set your niche at, and basically they're going to push your content to those people. So if I'm
Right.
making toy videos and TikTok's trying to push my videos to fashion people, well, that's not lining up very well.
Interesting. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. And it's TikTok's way of saying, hey, do this, we'll promote you more, right? It's kind of like a unspoken thing that they have. Do you know exactly where that is in the back end? I know it's in TikTok Studio.
Every time somebody asks me,
You
I
don't
have to
know?
search on TikTok.
Okay, so we'll do on our part and figure out where that is. Hopefully, we'll have them in the show notes. But I imagine you can poke around in the back end of TikTok Shop for 5 minutes and figure it out. But anyway, yeah, in the back end of your creator studio, TikTok will give you some categories to suggest where to go. So I love that idea because it's like listening to TikTok, feeding into that algorithm, and kind of giving them what they want so they can push your video more. And I think another stroke of luck for you was that they suggested fashion, and I wouldn't be comfortable making fashion videos, but it fell within your wheelhouse. So not only did you like doing it, but also they like to promote it for you. So that's kind of two fortunate things for you.
Yeah, I mean, for fashion, I've always, when I grew up, I was a huge Chicago Bulls fan, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It was red, black, and white. Well, the high school I went to, Crooksville High School,
Yeah.
Ceramics, they were red, black, and white also. So I always had red, black, and white just all over me. But I always just, I'm 6'1", 190, athletic build.
Yeah.
I always loved to have dress wear, golf wear, street wear, swimwear, beach wear, gym wear. I feel like a lot of people I talk to say, I can do TikTok shop. You can pull off any look.
Yeah.
Just most guys can't. That's just them saying it. I think I just feel comfortable in absolutely anything. So I think that's what works. I could put a dress shirt on and a belt and nice shoes, feel comfortable. I could put on a bathing suit or swim trunks with no shirt, feel comfortable. I could put on baggy cargo camera shorts with this shirt I have on now, this cut off, and feel comfortable. I'm just always comfortable in everything when it comes to fashion. So I definitely got lucky that TikTok chose fashion for me.
So like I'm scrolling through your profile right now, and when you say 99% fashion videos, it's literally 99% fashion videos. Like shirts, dress shirts, shoes. It's all fashion. You modeling there, kind of talking about it, and you could see that. And I think that's great. I think you also have a kind of a next door vibe. Like I know you from my neighborhood, and so it's familiar, right? And so when you see someone wearing something that and they look familiar, it's like you're more likely inclined to buy that, right? If you kind of vibe with what they're saying. So I like that. I like that. Okay, so you got these hints from TikTok to make fashion. You started making those fashion videos, and then is that when you started seeing like, oh, things are coming together? Like, was there ever like an aha moment where like, hey, this is it for me? Like, what's that first big win in your mind that you're like, hey, man, this is it. I'm going all in.
The biggest win was at the end of February. I got put into the Star Creator Program.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know. Like, I feel like at that point TikTok was changing the whole algorithm, because I heard a lot of big affiliates start dropping off, and guys like me were getting pushed up because by that point, I was so niche driven that they were starting to, I think they were starting to make consumers put them into more tight niches as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're a regular consumer and you go in there and you like 90% fashion, well, they're probably going to send you 90% creators, TikTok shop affiliates who are promoting fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So through March, after I got in the Star Creator program, it just seemed like they were pushing my content more and more. And I went from like, what was that? I went from, I think February I was at 35,000 GMV. Then in March I went straight to 100.
Okay. Why do you think about the creator? Can you briefly describe, what the creator program was, and then what do you think about it? You think it's just kind of people leaving and you kind of taking that place, or like what do you think kind of happened in that scenario?
You mean as far as affiliates dropping off?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I think the Star Creator program at that point, the way it was described to me was just like, we've noticed you're doing this kind of content and doing this well consistently.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to upgrade you, see if you can scale up.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost like they want to reward people that are just consistent, and they want to reward you, and then just change or push your algorithm to people who want your actual content or shop.
Got it.
Now I have a buddy who was doing 70 to 100,000 GMV in the fall, and as soon as March hit, he went straight down to 30, 40.
Right.
He's still picking and grabbing stuff that's random.
Yeah.
That's not really niche. Where I'm just straight niche.
Yeah. So it sounds like here they kind of rewarded you for being niche and kind of following, like understanding who you are as a creator, so that they can understand how to present you to the audience a little bit more, right? Where if you're more random, it's kind of more random results.
The reason why I think niche has been so big because even now I just got over 5,000 followers last month. I don't even have hardly any followers.
Yeah,
I'm on GMV close to 300 this month.
Nice.
It's no longer the amount of followers you have within reason.
Beautiful.
Now, if you post your story, all your content, your followers will see that. But all my stuff's getting pushed out to FYP. I think it's 97%. I just checked earlier of my content goes to the FYP page, and it's not about the amount of followers anymore to make 300,000 GMV in a month. It's about just the content you can create, and is it good on screen and everything like that for sure.
I love it. Okay, cool. So you said that 1 month this last month you're doing 300 GMV, or
this month I should hit 300 GMV this month.
Okay, so this is by far your best month, right? I imagine.
Oh, I'm way above last month already. Yeah.
So what do you think changed from, like, let's say a couple months ago to now? Is it kind of just sticking with the niche and just grinding it out and it'll eventually pay off, or is there anything kind of change that you did with your style or editing or anything like that?
Okay, so I'm into my fourth studio.
Okay.
My first studio was upstairs in my living room, which were like the cringy videos.
Okay.
So then I outgrew my spare bedroom, so I had to move down to my basement. So I built a studio down there just to film. Well, then I outgrew that, so I had to move to another part of my basement. I built a whole new studio.
Okay.
Now I've outgrown that. Now I have to move back to the other part of the basement where we made it even bigger. So now that's my filming studio. The other part of my basement is just my closet.
Okay.
So I have fashion, so I get rid of nothing. I keep. I probably got over 1,000 pieces. I got it like I'm getting close to 100 pair of shoes. I probably have almost 70 golf shirts. If you see my closet, it would blow you away.
Got it. Yeah, I was gonna. One of my questions that was in the back of my head was, when's the last time you bought something outside of TikTok Shop or you got gifted for yourself?
But people don't really, people that sort of are on the fence about TikTok and they see me out like, dude, you wear the stuff you promote? I'm like, this stuff's legit.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's legit. Like the shirt I have on, like it's legit. If I get a sample in and I don't like it, I am honest. Like, look, this shrunk 2 sizes. This is how it's going to fit when you wash and dry it. So if you still want it, go up a couple sizes. But like, I'm pretty honest. I won't sell something just to sell it. I'm going to shoot you straight. Like, I think this is like an 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. But going back to your question a second ago, like,
what took you from small to extremely large?
Small to big. So I've created a process where, like, okay, you get your samples in. That's pretty much my first priority. Okay, I got my samples in. First of all, you got to know what samples to get. Does it have a high rating on it? Do they have a lot of stock? Is it, it don't really matter for me what it is, whether it's streetwear, gym wear. It just matters about the analytics of, is it a good product and reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I gotta go, okay, what's currently selling that's hot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if something's hot right now, I'm reshooting it. That's my
Okay.
step 3 process. Step 3 process is, okay, I'm looking ahead. Okay, what's ahead that I need to get into that I'm ahead of the game? And then actually the 4th process for me is reaching out to brands specifically individually.
Mm-hmm.
So I reached out to 2 brands and they said, we don't give samples. And I pretty much said, look, if you give me a sample, one sample, I guarantee I will make sales, then you'll want to send me every shirt you have. And sure,
Uh-huh.
I'll make 10 sales in a week. I say, you ready to send me every colorway of that one shirt? Yep. And I get them.
Yeah, and you did it for them, I imagine.
I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm here to make both people, do well.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm very confident I can sell anything.
Nice.
As long as the product's good. If it ain't good, no. But once I started systemizing, samples, what's hot, what's going to be hot, what's trending. I was promoting 4th of July in March.
Yeah. You
I
kind
mean,
of have a little bit of eye ahead of what you're doing right now.
I'm already looking at next spring.
Yeah.
That's how far ahead I am. So
Nice.
I'm already reaching out to companies. What's your fall line? What's your winter line? What's your spring line?
Nice.
I'm
So
trying.
if I may, you said a ton of stuff right here. I want to try to encapsulate and summarize. But to me, it sounds like you're growing with the game. You're kind of adapting to what you see ahead. The first example of that is like your studio. Like, how am I presented? Like, maybe when I first started, my bedroom was cool or my living room, but like, hey, where's a dedicated space that I can really focus on this area and give it the proper setting that it needs, right? Whether it be lighting or area or square footage or background, but like thinking through that, right? And growing and changing as you see fit. And then the other part is like your process, right? Evaluating products is a big one. Reaching out to brands and kind of just reaching out to products that you like. And it sounds like to me, it's like you're always thinking about how I can get better as an affiliate and how I can improve, like every day. So correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of where I thought you were going with what you were saying.
Yeah, so growing up like the biggest Michael Jordan fan you ever seen, how
Yeah.
competitive he is. He's more competitive with himself, so I'm just competitive with myself. Like, what can I do better? Can I
Yep.
do everything like that? The biggest thing, if anybody in TikTok land high up is hearing me, the only thing holding me back is being able to link multiple links in my videos.
Yeah.
Because some creators get the option to link, a coffee pot in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like every video I make, I'll promote a shirt. They're like, "Hey, where'd you get the hat at?"
Mm.
Like,
Oh, okay.
I can sell whole looks all day. Like, "Hey, golfer,
Right.
do you want a nice outfit? Hat, shirt, belt, shoes? You can get all right here. Click below."
Yeah.
If I can get that feature, what they say they're rolling it back out, I could probably go from 300 a month probably to 400 to 500 a month in GMV.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because it's like, well, I'll give it the devil's advocate. I think from a seller side, what happens is they send out all these samples and one video is made and the product's in there and it's not the focus of that video, right? But for the really good affiliates that like you, where you're actually featuring each thing where it's relevant for each video, right? Fashion is a great place to have that. But sometimes the brands that send products, their product doesn't get highlighted, so it's kind of like a loss for them, right? But I hear what you're saying on your side. Like, it's important to have that just because it's in the video and it's fashion, right? It's kind of all.
I'm probably one of 1% that it actually would equate perfectly for what I do.
Exactly.
And I was talking to a lady in Lark, and she was just like, because I expressed like, is there a way to do it? She said the affiliates were just taking advantage of.
Right.
Or like you go into a video and they're promoting 2 things, and then they're like, they got their whole showcase in there.
Mm,
and you're like, you can't even find what they're actually putting on camera. I totally get it, but I do think like if you hit the emerald status or something like that, that they would.
Right.
But I'll get there. I'll get it eventually. But other than that, it's hard to know how much more I can go. It keeps going.
Right. Right. Because it's in their video anyway, and people comment on it, right? It should be like, if people are curious about it, they're gonna want to buy it. So I definitely
because I go in, I go find a product in my showroom, I copy and link it, I go back to comment, I copy and paste it, said here's the hat. Then I also go in there and give a private message like, this is the hat you were asking about. Or like, every day I'm always copy pasting, hooking people up and giving them the best shopping experience I can give them.
Cool. So let's dive into a little bit about like your video making process, right? I know you're 99% fashion, that's your niche, your genre, and how you feel. Like, so what are some of the, I guess, a couple things like your video making process? Like, what are some hooks that you cannot live without? And then, what are the things that you like to say within your video? What are the talking points? What are, the calls? But like, walk me through like your video making process for your, clothing that you promote.
Yeah, so I get a sample in. I wash and dry everything first.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
I mean, I see a lot of affiliates just put the shirt
Yeah,
on.
they just barely take it out of the pack, right?
This is the best shirt I've ever had. Where you saw the package lines on it. Like, I mean, just like what I mean. But I like to make sure the product's legit. That's first. And I wash it and dry it. If it's going to shrink at all, I'm gonna let you know. But from there, when I get the product in, it's basically if they only send me one color of shirt. What I've started doing lately is I start with my shirt off, and as I'm putting it on, I start talking.
Got it.
For the best golf polo, this is the one from Malrig. This thing fit and feels just like the rest of them, and I go into my spiel. So it's creating you to. I'm doing something active with my head and arms that's sort of locking you in. Now, if I get 3 or 4 colorways of one item, then I say, I'm flipping these really short. You got black, you got white, you got red, you got green.
In the editing.
It's a bang, 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 then into it. Now, my number one goal for any video I do is to do it in one take.
One take, and then edit afterwards, or just have the spaces in there?
I don't want I want it one take, no edits. I'm only going to edit out the beginning where I'm like walking in front of the camera, and then the end, if I do my tagline, I want to do one take. Now, does it work like that every time? There's sometimes I get caught in the middle where I got to edit a little bit.
Yeah.
But my goal is just to do one take, no edits, done.
Yeah.
My wife's like, how do you even know what you want to say?
Yeah.
Well, I've looked at product over. That's where I memorize it. I just flow into it, and whatever comes out, comes out.
Yeah, I think it's also easy for clothing because it's really how you feel, how it fits, how it looks, which is pretty on the spot, right? Whereas skincare, you have to remember all of these ingredients maybe, or, before and afters, but, I think it falls in line, like you said, with your expertise and how you kind of feel and easy to talk to, right? This is your niche and it's easy for you to talk about. So I like that.
Yeah, 100%. It just makes it so easy because if I'm trying to put out 20, 30 videos a day, I can't be editing constantly. I want one take, get it done, looks good, it feels organic, post it on the next one. My goal is to get 20 to 30 in a day of shoppable videos.
So yeah, I want to pause here. That's an immense number. I think that might be the biggest number that I've heard from any of my interviews that I've had. Really? 20 to 30 videos a day posting, which is great. I love it. I applaud that. But obviously, most, I would say average is about 5 to 8 a day from my guess. And, I imagine most of the people listening are in that range as well. How do you, you mentioned a little bit of how you pump out 20 or 30, no takes, trying to get it in one. Any other advice you could give to kind of get to that number?
Yeah, low key, I can do 30. I can do 20, 30 within 3 hours.
Okay, yeah.
I could probably do 40, 50 if I wanted to. It'd be pretty easy, and that's working a full-time job. To me, it's just, can you do it in one take?
Yeah.
Really, because one take eliminates so much editing.
Yeah.
And then is the product something you believe and love? It just makes it so easy. As far as posting, I don't post any time of day. Like I knew I had this coming on here, so I haven't really done anything all day. I trained the gym a little bit, mowed some grass, get ready for this. After this, I'll pump out 20, 30 videos. Now, with my videos, I do film everything first, then post second.
Yeah.
So I'll film 20 items, let's say 20 items, then I'll go sit down for an hour or two and just start posting them all back to back to back to back. If I get tired, I'll take a break. Then maybe around midnight when I'm scrolling through TikTok watching content like I always do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll go ahead and post the rest of them now.
Nice. I want to kind of rewind a little bit of things you said there. So a big thing, which I think people overlook and is what you mentioned earlier, but you laundry all your items and you want to make sure that it looks good, right? Like you said, there's so many, I've seen, like I have a bunch of clients and let's call it a supplement brand. There's so many videos where they haven't even opened the product and the the packaging is not, you could tell. It's like, what do you mean it's your favorite? Like you said, it's your favorite, but you haven't even opened it. Like it's an unopened package. So that's crazy. And then, like when like for you clothing, you see the wrinkle lines or you see the fold lines. It's like it's just like unspoken. Like you see that as like, maybe you don't recognize it immediately, but like something subconsciously, when you as a shopper, you see that and you're like, this is inauthentic. So I want to call that out. Like if you're, pay attention to those little things. It's like, would you buy something like this? Because if it has that wrinkle line. So I would also say something I brought out is, you mentioned that when you have a new product and it's a clothing, you start shirtless and then you put it on. And I imagine that's also a hook, a visual hook, right? Because you're a pretty buff dude, and getting scroll stopping is something that's pretty good. So I'm sure you get a lot of ladies out there that kind of stop their scrolling, like, hey, what's this guy about? Maybe I should get this for my husband. Is that what you're finding? Like,
I mean, I do get you get a few comments out there, of course. But the comments are crazy. I'll talk to you talking about. Yeah, so it is sort of a hook, right? It's sort of a hook to get some sort of engagement that's not cheesy.
okay.
Like, not the old TikTok made a mistake. They priced it wrong.
Yeah.
But come on. That just don't seem like it's engaging enough. To me, let's just try it on. Let's see how easy it gets on. Let's see what it feels. See how it fits on in real time. If I got a jacket, I'll be putting it on right at the beginning. Like, look, this is the jacket. This thing's the best golf jacket I've ever had. It is. Mallory's mountain golf jackets are phenomenal.
Nice.
But hook wise, other than that, if I have a shoe, I might flip it up in the air, catch it, other than on the top. Hey, I just got the new whatever from whatever. These are great with this, and I like to color coordinate. Like, I bought this shoes for this outfit. Let's say it's a white and blue shoe. Well, I got a white and blue outfit on.
Right.
This shoe, they match this outfit for summertime for beach vibes.
Right.
So it's a little bit of just a movement within the camera, but that's not cheesy, because if I feel like I'm being cheesy, I really couldn't do it anyways. I just want to sort of feel like, hey, we're buddies, we're pals. Let me spit to you straight. And if you don't follow me. I'm going to find you the best box of TikTok shop every single day for the best price, value, and money until next time, peace. That's my tagline at the end. I just want to be everybody's friend. Somebody's like, hey, can you get me, we don't like the 7-inch shorts. Can you find 9-inch shorts? So I went up to a company, found a pair of 9-inch swim trunks. Just because I necessarily wouldn't wear a 9-inch, if someone asked me, I'll get it in, make sure it's legit. I say, look, these are legit shorts. These are the ones you want to get. I trust them. And I'm here to get whatever you can get, even though I might not wear it.
Right. You're listening to the audience.
I want you to see how it fits on the body, because a lot of people in my comments like, man, I'm so glad you gave your height and weight. I always give my height and weight, 6'1", 190. I used to be 6'1", 205 back in the winter. Well, then I've lost weight, so now I'm 190.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much how that goes as far as hooks and stuff like that.
Cool. Okay, so up next, we're approaching the kind of video review session. So I'm going to share your video, kind of talk about it a little bit, and you can kind of tell me what you like about it, or some items that something that you think maybe why it went viral, or why it's getting the attention it did. So I'm going to play it, and here we go.
Yes, folks, super stretchy joggers. The material on these are phenomenal. I do have 5 pair on these, and you're going to see colorways that I've just never seen in golf pants in general, let alone in a jogger fashion. These are going to have great stretch, great mobility. At 6'1", these cut right to the bottom of the ankle. They're absolutely perfect. I can't say anything more about the Willet golf pants. 2 buttons in the back, which makes it easy to just snap stuff away, and it's not going to fall out. If you see how it's sort of ribbed here, that's going to give you just a lot of play in your waistband. So click below, get all the color options below, just see what one you like, see what size you need, and the prices are too good. So till next time, get what you want. I'm the TikTok guy. Peace.
Nice. Okay, so that was direct to the point, just you modeling off the pants. I noticed that you did have someone moving the camera around. Is that like something you do with all videos? Is it stand? But yeah,
that was my son Cruz. So
nice.
Sometimes he's my hired helper. He's 12. I will say, because that was in February. That's before I was really as good as I think I am now at doing videos. Because in that video, I sort of get lost. Not lost, but like, but when that camera's moving around a little bit, it does. It's a little more engaging.
Yeah, it keeps the eyeballs at attention.
But the reason why that video I think did so good, that product in general still sells good, is because it is the best, softest pant I've ever put on in my life. It's a jogger, and I described all the features. You know,
Yeah.
it's got good snaps, it's pleated on the side, it's got great stretch, it cuts right to the bottom ankle. I gave all the details, and I gave the details of all the color palettes. And for me as a golfer, I don't really see those color palettes everywhere often. And you know, if you know that store that has the lemon in the name, and their joggers are like 120, these are like 35. Like, bro, this same
The
quality,
value.
probably better, and then you're getting them for like a third of the price. It's like
Right.
those are by far probably my best-selling clothing item, and they're probably my favorite thing to put on by far.
Nice. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's you could definitely see it when you're modeling it, that you're comfortable. There's close-ups of it. You see the material, you see how it lays on your body and kind of droops down, and how it fits around your ankles and stuff. So yeah, I'm an avid golfer as well. Looking for joggers as well. So, and I kind of already have like my set, and these look kind of just like that, right? Or, you know, at the value, you definitely want to, you know, that's who your audience is, right? They always want to get value. Cool. So we're up here, we're approaching the rapid fire round. Just a handful of questions, just answer to the best of your ability. So what is your estimated lifetime GMV generated on TikTok Shop?
I figured it up. It's about 728 as of today.
Nice, beautiful. Okay, and so with that, you know, a lot of kind of cool things happen. Were you able to buy anything cool for yourself or for your family? Kind of store it away. What was the main things there?
Well, trying to talk my wife in a couple of things, but
Yeah.
we are going to go out west next month. We're going to from Cleveland. We're going to train up to Denver, rent a car, then go through all the national parks. Our goal is to end up in San Francisco, Alcatraz, fly back home.
Nice. So drive one way, fly back the other way with a little bit of road trip and seeing all the sites and national parks. That's fantastic. That sounds fantastic.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. We just got back from Punta Cana a few weeks ago, which is an annual trip. So pretty much, you know, if you see my house, it's like maybe a 1,200 square foot, pretty small. You know, everything we have pretty much paid off. So we just just trying to save to build a house, I guess you could say. But it's nice because we don't really have to think about if we just want to go somewhere for the weekend, we'll just go.
Bills or anything like that.
I mean, for me, you know, I'm so new in TikTok. It would have been 9 months or so. And I have made more every month. So I guess I don't know, like, can I keep it going? Will it drop off? Will it change up?
You want to store for a rainy day if and when it comes, because it's so new. It's hard to bank on it, right? It's hard to say that this is how it's going to be going forward. But I appreciate that.
It's definitely, and I get all my clothes for, you know. So I bought my first pair of shoes there a couple weeks ago for the first time in like 6 months.
Yeah.
I got 80 pair of my own shoes, and I've got another 80, more than 100 pairs of TikTok shoes. I've got shoes for days.
Yeah. I noticed your wife in some of your videos. You ever get her to go on there? She ever have interest to be an affiliate, or is that like a no-go?
No, I've talked to her. You know, I try to say, look, husband wife's teams are doing this a month, blah, blah, blah. I said, you just put the product on. I'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one as well. No go.
She'd done like a pair of shoes where it didn't show her face.
Yeah,
I did a pull one the other day with the blender, so I was able to hand it to her, and she didn't. That was fine because she was able to look and smile. I've been trying to get her to, and everybody else says, "Man, you need to jump on that." Well, she's like, "Well, he's doing so well, he don't need me."
Yeah, I'll just support him on the side. Fair enough.
But when I get my samples in, she washes them, has them ready to go.
Okay.
So on the back end, she is
team effort.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Okay, so what is one piece of advice that you wish you had when you first starting?
Just go niche.
Yeah. This is actually one of the first times, maybe a couple of conversations, but this is definitely the prominent, you know, theme of this call is it's going niche. And whether it be makeup or skincare or, you know, whatever it may be, like niche. And yours is fashion, men's fashion, which is pretty broad in general, but in the world of TikTok Shop, it's very niche, right? So I've had a couple guests, not as niche as you, but focus on like food and snacks. That's a big niche as well. But, you know, I think a great thing to think about is niche. Like, where do I want to live? Is it snacks? Is it food? Is it home care? Is it cleaning? You know, is it men's fashion? Right. So I love that. That piece of advice there. Go niche when you kind of trying to figure out what you want to do.
I mean, if you're a guy out there, just because we're our lady, you know, just just walk around your house and just pick up something, start talking about it.
Yeah.
What feels most comfortable? Was it a piece of clothes? Was it a tool? Was it, hairspray? Whatever felt good as you're walking around the house, that's probably going to be what you're going to be organically good at.
Right, because it's in your house.
Yes.
You bought it for a reason in the first place. So you've seen some success as a TikTok Shop affiliate, but there's always room for growth. But like, what are some areas that you wish you can improve on as a TikTok Shop affiliate?
Well, I'll definitely revert back to just the multiple links because I think I could really get an expansion of just GMV, just making it easier for people to have a better shopping experience. Because they know if they can buy 2 or 3 things at once, and that's the look, that's the feel, they'll be good. Growth, I really don't know. I don't know because followers ain't really a thing no more. It don't seem like because I only have,
definitely not.
I'm only at 7,000 now, and I don't know what other creators GMVs are that have like 100,000 and a million followers, but I got to assume I'm fairly close.
Yeah.
For me, it's just you want to stay like, how consistent can I get, and can I find products that guys really need and really want? So,
got it. Okay, so just keep on keeping on, staying within your niche, and kind of just keep on making those TikTok Shop videos and staying in that men's fashion niche. I like that. What are some future plans of yours? Kind of upcoming. Is there any way you want to focus? I actually have a follow-up question. Have you ever done lives? Because I imagine you'd be good. Is it not that worth the time? Because niche, consistency, fashion is huge for lives. So I don't know. I just wanted to toss that out there. What are your thoughts? Have you tried it? Is it interesting?
Yeah, I've done. I think my statistics. I've done live for 30 hours. I've sold 2 things.
Okay, so you got to follow the data.
I just don't know what it is. Like, I love being live. I love talking. I can talk about it. I can recycle the same script over and over. It don't bother me at all. It's just, for some people, it just, I don't know, for me, it just does not work. Now, I do have, there's 2 reasons why I go live now. So, I had like, let me see, 10,000 GMV, like 7 days in a row. A little over, 1,000 estimated commission, right? Then one day went down to 700 estimated commission. No, I'm gonna go live tonight, see what happens. Went live, didn't sell nothing. Then my sales went back up the next day. So I'm not sure if TikTok's rewarding me for going live.
Right.
I don't mind going live. Now, when I am live, here's the thing for me. If I'm live, I go live for 2 hours. How many shuffle videos could I make in 2 hours? What did I tell you before?
Yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is it worth the time for you? Yeah, live for 2 hours equals 60 videos for you. So it's like, I would rather have 60 videos.
I'm very analytical, so time is money. I'm like, so I told my wife Amber, I'm like, look, I could have pumped out, let's say, a minimum of 10, 15 videos in 2 hours. They could be popping off a year from now.
Right.
Let's say I went live and sold $500 worth of product. Well,
it's not worth it.
I'm gonna get that out of those videos anyway, shopping videos.
Yep, 100%.
The only way I would go, not the only way, but I think for me, I think on both spectrums, people sort of get like, man, I go live all the time. Let me make some shoppable videos. Or I make shoppable videos. I want to go live. So I'm like, I do like to go live, if I ain't gonna sell nothing. But if I go live, it's probably gonna be a product that's not gonna pop off fashion wise. So like a Miss Fan Cooler by the pool or my palm trees by the pool. I might go live with that or some umbrellas. Totally out of my niche just to see if I get something to grab and generate. But other than that,
it just doesn't make sense to you.
I'm not a fan so far.
Fair enough. Well, cool, Derek. That was a great episode. You dropped a lot of dimes in there. From niching down to kind of staying consistent, how to pump out 20 or 30 videos a day. These are very kind of unique and special things that you're doing. So keep it up, dude. I'm a fan on this. I'll be cheering you on. And Derek, all your information will be on the show notes below if you want to check out his profile. And yeah, thank you, Derek, for your time today, man. It's been great.
I appreciate it. Anytime, my man.
All right, cool, everyone. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
Peace.